Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back again today with 4 trades. I did 3 pound pairs which I sold, and I bought the Euro Aussie. Today's date is September the 8th. All these trades were just based on what the meter was telling me to take, as there is no high impact news today. In other words, just trading the flow of the market, and that's the way I love to trade every day. Of course, if there's news, it just means I'll get more pips faster. That's all that the news will provide for me. But as you can see, today was a great day. Yesterday, which was a holiday, I took the day off, and actually this weekend I'm heading about 4 hours north of here, going back up to Sudbury again. So it should be a wonderful trip into the fall with the leaves that are changing colors. And the wife and I are gonna take 1 day vacation, and she is working on the other day. So that'll be this weekend, as she has a job to do on Monday. So moving right along here, let's take a look at these pairs. Start with this pound dollar right here. I took all the trades at around a little after 7, 7:08, 7:20, 7:05, and 7:06. Great time to be trading. That is New York time. So let's just drag and drop this up. Now this trade is a perfect example, or a good example of a great way to trade. I teach exactly what the chart should look like within the training videos. So a little after 7 this morning, I took the trade. At this point right here, it did go against me. Looks like about 9 or 10 pips. And when I saw it bouncing around here and at the ADR, I figured I would just close the trade, as the big picture was showing pretty good results. And this happens to be 12 pips. And 12 pips on the pound dollar paid $1,180. That's one of the main reasons I always do 2 or more trades, because some of them will just kind of go a little bit sideways, and I don't want to sit around for 3 hours to get 10 pips. And some of them will move. Unfortunately, I don't know which one will move, but if you do 2 to 5 trades, you're bound to get 1 or 2 that will move, especially if you do 5 trades. Today I did 4 trades. So moving right along to let's clear up the charts. Clean up the charts. All you got to do is reapply the template. It's the master trigger, the one that has the meter. It gets rid of these arrows, cursors. And let's go to the Euro Aussie. Now let's just drag and drop this up. This is one that I bought. Another perfect example of a great way to trade. It has a very high success rate. Now obviously the better entry would have been down here, but I was not even in front of the computer, so I can only trade it when I see it. So on this one, happened to be at 20 minutes after 7. Okay, right at this cursor I got in. Perfect example, as I said, a great way to trade. And I closed out the trade right here. It looks like with 22 pips. And the 22 pips there paid $1,519. Now, like I said earlier, this is not only a good example of a great way to trade, but it's the natural flow of the market. There's a correct time to trade that way, and there is the other way is if you're doing it at the wrong time. It's a little bit more tricky, and it can easily turn into a losing trade. So let's clean up these cursors again. They're gone. Let's move on to the pound Swiss. As you drag and drop it in, it'll change the charts. This one is a sell. It'll be going down, as you can see. 705, got in at this cursor. It never went against me at all, period. This is like a near perfect timing entry. Obviously way back up here would have been much better, but I'm in bed sleeping, and this is why the London is the best. Imagine if you're getting in here, you know, that's well over 100 pips to the bottom. And then as you can see, it's still going down, but I was happy with the totals. This is producing 18 pips, and 18 pips is $2,060. The charts just moved a little bit there. Let's double check that. I said it was 18, but it's actually 19. And as you can see, money-wise down at the bottom. Another great example of a great way to trade, and I've been trading for roughly 2 hours. Closed them out at about either 9 right here or 9:15 here, New York time. So let's clean up the charts again. Let's drag and drop the next pair. This I love trading the pound yen. It produces a lot of pips every day. Drag and drop. This is another perfect timing. I was just waiting for the pullback and then for it to resume the move. Let's see, got in at this cursor right here. Closed it out here. Oh, bang, right on for 50 pips. And if I can get 50 pips in one or more trades, and when I closed this, I knew it was around 50 pips. So everything above and beyond that on the other three trades were just icing on the cake. And 50 pips on the pound yen paid $4,651. So if you've been adding up the pips there, it looks like it comes to 103 pips, double what I usually try to get on a daily basis. Well, at least whenever I'm trading. Just to let you know, I don't trade every day. I do 2 or 3 days a week, and I like to have days off, and that is why I got into trading. It's almost 16 years, just to let you know. On September the 14th, that was the day I was introduced to trading. It was up at the Toronto Hilton hotel. There was about 500 people, and the guys from Forex Made Easy, back in the old days, if you've been trading for many years, you might be aware of Forex Made Easy. That was the day that I was introduced to trading and decided that is what I wanted to be. And I immediately, the next day, went full-time, 10 to 12 hours a day. And it took me still 8 years to figure it out, because I had nobody like me telling me what I should be doing. And if I could have found somebody, I would have shortened that learning curve by many years, and I would have saved probably about $95,000, because I bought over $70,000 worth of education. Every week I was dishing out money. And then of course it took me after I lost $30,000 in the first year, and then all the education, I put in $100,000 before I started to make money. Now you don't have to do that. I can show you how you can find similar results for pennies on the dollar. All you gotta do is get in touch with me, and I'll give you a free session, and I'll show you exactly how you can do it. So as I said, that was 103 pips. Very happy with that. Went past the ADR. Again, this pound pair just moves like crazy every day, like all the pound pairs. So if your system and your trading is not producing like my master trigger, I suggest at least you to take a look at it. All you got to do is look right below this video, and you'll see this right up. It's the Master Trigger system that I do charge $250. By the way, it takes me about 100 hours to put all this training together and roughly 2 weeks. So this Master Trigger has over 3.5 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Now it comes with 4 MT4 templates, 8 custom indicators, and my favorite meter. I will not trade without the meter. It helps a lot, and neither should you. If you ever wonder why you keep losing, well, that's part of the problem. You're probably not using a meter. A good meter will guide you into the trade. I went through about 12 of them. Not all meters are equal. Some are just not good at all, and you will lose. So you got to get a good meter. It took me tens of thousands of hours of chart time. I got at least 50,000 hours of chart time in, and that's, through those many hours I came across this meter. Now there's a lot of PDF books, a lot of Word documents. This will help your trading because there's a lot of education in here, which is what you need to succeed at trading the markets. Now there's a lot of ways to trade, and I do teach a lot of ways to trade. That's why there's 42 training videos and 9 bonus videos. Now my most favorite way of trading is this great way to trade. You're looking at it right here on this chart. Now there's some rules that you have to follow. Not everyone. Just because you see something like this, you don't just automatically take it. There's rules that you have to follow, and those rules are within the training videos. Now, all my trigger systems are very good, but what makes the Master Trigger better, now it's not like, oh, it's 100% better, but it is definitely better because of these 5 things that I teach. Now, obviously, what I've done in each and every video here, I give a lot of advanced trading tips. I teach how to get near perfect timing entries, as you saw today. At least 2 of them were near perfect timing entries. Wouldn't you like to trade that way? Put in a trade and it just doesn't go against you. It just goes and gives you pips. Now, I also teach how to stay in a trade for more pips. I still could be in the trade for more pips because I don't have any blue down here. No buy signals. I also teach how to trade at the right hand edge. In other words, right at the edge here. This is where every trader in the world has issues and problems. Now, of course, the successful traders, they don't have a problem. But 95% of the traders worldwide have problems right at the right edge. They don't know what to do. I teach what you should be looking for. And I also teach how to trade higher time frames, not only on this AO, but I also take a look at 2 or 3 higher time frames because I want to make sure I'm going in the direction of the trend, which pretty much guarantees me like at least 95% successful trade. Now let's see. I teach and show many great trade setups. I also teach how to backtest the Master Trigger, which I still spend about 8 hours every weekend. Still today, as I totally enjoy doing it. I use the built-in tester within the MT4 platform. I teach you exactly how to do that. A lot of traders I talk to, they say, well, what tester? They don't even know about the tester. And these are all things which is very time consuming. So if you think you're going to start today in 30 or 60 days, be a successful trader, well, you're going to get a shock because there's no such thing as that. There's way too many things that you have to learn. It is doable, and I can personally guarantee you in 2 or 5 or 10 years from now, you're still going to need money. And once you figure out how to do this, you're going to be making more money than doctors and lawyers. But you have to figure it out in a demo account. It shocks me at how many traders within 30 days, they buy a system and they open up a live account. And by the way, I did it too. So don't feel too bad about it. But the only thing you will feel bad, such as myself, I lost $30,000 and I said I'm not going to trade live again until I can trade really great in a demo account. And that's the way you should think and do it. Let's see, where was I here? Now I also teach how to scalp the market and how to scan the market. I teach how to trade all 3 sessions, including this London close. I teach how to trade pullbacks. There was not much of a pullback, but when you go from here to the goal line, that's a pullback here to the goal line. This one, and by the way, if you drop it down to the 5 minutes, these 2 wicks right here will be pretty close to touching. It'll be somewhere in this area, which is good enough for me. Just wait for the hook around and get in the trade. Simple to do. Okay, where was I? And also now if it breaks through here and keeps going in the opposite direction, that is a reversal, which I teach how to trade. Also teach how to trade around the goal line, like here and here. These are there are a lot of trading opportunities around the goal line, and here is a perfect timed entry, just to let you know. And this is in the London. Sorry about that. London. So moving right along here, I teach how to trade the news. Much more difficult as compared to a great way to trade. So if you are not in no hurry, if you're in no hurry to make money, then you can tinker with this. But this will take you 5 times longer to try to figure out than a great way to trade. Great way to trade is much quicker to learn. And also teach how to trade with a day job. Either quite easy to see here. Get up 3 hours before, trade this. Or when you come home at 4 or 5 o'clock, dinner, and then obviously you can trade the Asian, which like the yen pair starts at 7 p.m. New York time. So if you have any questions, all you got to do is pick up the phone and call me. Here's my number. Here's my email address. Remember, there's an underscore right here. Now, I do prefer Skype. I made it easy for you. All you got to do is click on this link, and we will have Skype connection. And through Skype screen sharing, I'll give you a free session, which I guess will last around 45 minutes. And it doesn't make any difference where you live in the world. Okay, and I will answer your questions and show you more things on the master trigger. Now, over the course of many years, probably about 9 or whatever, I lost track of time, 9 or 10, I've been building trigger systems. I've kept them, I've tweaked and modified them hundreds of times, and when I've found success with it, I kept it. So there's 27 of them, and if you want to see screenshots, all you got to do is click on this link right here. So that just about wraps up this video. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trade, happy trading, and remember, keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.